This webinar is directly focused. We've got a bit of a laser focus today, and we want to focus on what is the importance of a legacy relationship. So just to kick off, my name is Bruce Wade, and I am a strategic consultant. I work with strategy, innovation, and help people build marketing strategies and sustainable strategies for nonprofits and organizations. And out of that, I'm very interested in what happens with relationships, because as Margaret Wheatley says in her leadership book, is relationships are all that there is, and everything else needs to revolve around that. So what is a legacy relationship? Well, it's an interesting thing there, because when I hear this thing and I visualize a legacy relationship, this image comes up. It's an image of two people walking on the beach, hand in hand, been married for 50 years, and are happy and content. Yes, they have their squabbles, but they get along. And it's an interesting concept. How do we take that relationship, that legacy relationship, and build it into our organization? How do we build that relationship between our brand and other people? How do we build it between our customers and our suppliers and the team and the staff? And that's really what we want to shake the box a little bit about today and see what comes out. So as a kickoff, I want to suggest that maybe there is a formula that we can use, because formulas are my thing. So I've got this model that I teach, and it's called the 7 Principles of Sustainable Innovation. And we use this model to pretty much do everything that we do. And I just want to handpick 3 of these principles out as a way of introduction before we move on. So the first one is principle number 1, which says pretty much always do right. And the full thing says always do the right thing with the right people at the right time in the right place. And if you are not doing what is right, stop and get things right before you proceed. Because the best way to ruin a relationship is to undermine the level of trust that is being built up in that relationship. So this is the first principle we want to throw in. If you want to build legacy relationships, do the things right. The second one that we want to play with is principle number 3, which says, be authentic. Now, what is that? Because that's a word we could unpack for 3 hours on the webinar. But a summary of it is learn to be all that you were made to be and unlearn everything else. Now, you can unpack that into yourself, into your relationships, into your brand, into your company, into your SOPs, your client experience, rules, your engagement, your software, your social media, everything. Be real and stop doing everything else. So stop trying to be something you are not. That is a cornerstone for legacy relationships. And the last one I want to share quickly with you is legacy principle number 4, which is build for yourself the best team possible with the best people that you can find. And this is going about wrapping yourself around with other people that you know are the best people. This includes your suppliers. It includes your customers. Yes, you can choose your customers and your staff and everybody else that you have around with you. And I've got a quick bonus one for you, because I've got 20 seconds, is learn to script and tell and live your story. This is the legacy that we build. Each day when your feet hit the floor or from the bed, you start scripting your legacy built on relationships. Always do the right things right, be yourself, and learn to tell your story.